Hey everybody, how is it going? Welcome. I want to do a video today to help us get some prospecting going, to help us find some new clients, and to use a very underutilized service that is provided to us by the Houston Association of Realtors, HAR. Now, that service is ReMine. And some of you may have gone to a ReMine training. Some of you may not even know what I'm talking about. Some of you may not know anything about prospecting through HAR. But you see, HAR has a very good service called ReMine, which basically they put together all of these properties. They get all of the data for you in the same way that a real acquisitions would. And then they allow you to sort through that data in order to create prospecting lists, in order to target owners, in order to look at the neighborhoods and figure out property values. And so today, I want to show you how to better utilize this very underutilized service. And if you see here, right now, I'm logged in to the ReMind service, but I'm going to show you how to get there because I know a lot of you don't even know how to get to the ReMind service. So I'm actually going to close out of there and I'm going to go back here. So we're going to start from the HAR page. I'm going to show you how to get to ReMind, and I'm going to show you one of my favorite little tricks that was taught to me that you can utilize to help you find more listings. So here, I'm on the HAR main page. Up here, you're going to get logged in. You want to go to the members only portal. Once you're in the members only portal, there are a lot of things on here. You're going to see here on the left-hand side, you've got the dashboard, MLS, tools, my account, leads, training, inside HAR store. And it feels really overwhelming at times, which is why we don't always use the features that HAR has available to us. Now, what I want you to click on, and everyone get out your laptops, I want you to follow along and I want you to do this with me. Click here where it says tools. And what you're going to see, it's like, oh my gosh, now there's an overwhelming amount of tools on here. You've got mobile apps, website and blog, MLS tools, marketing tools, financial tools, third-party tools, my home finders, ratings and reviews, tools for your non-HAR site, consumer services, consumer tools. There's a lot in here. HAR provides us with a lot of valuable resources. However, the one that I want you to find is hidden away in this giant menu. So right here under third-party tools, you want to click there. And you're going to see you've got List Hub, Transaction Desk, Dot Loop, Cloud CMA, ReMine, RPR, MLS Data Co-op Search, Find MLS Search, Housing Trend e-newsletter, and advertise wmyagentads.com. Now, I'd be lying to you if I told you what I knew that all of these do, and I think that the only people who can actually tell you what all of these do are the people that work at HAR. The one that we want to look at today is the one right here that says ReMine. So we want to click on ReMine, and ReMine's going to open up. And ReMine is a powerful data aggregation tool. So we're going to have just tons and tons of data here on ReMine. Once it's loaded up, here we go. You're going to see that we've got some information on here. Now, if you want to learn how to deeply engage with ReMine, how to really use it, you need to go to a ReMine training. What I'm going to show you today is the absolute bare basics. And what we want to see here is right here on Market Pulse, if you want to get an idea for how's the market doing, well, in the last 30 days, we've got 30,559 new properties, 10 new updates that have happened, right? Not properties. 10,964 properties went active, 181 active under contract, 6,693 pending, 2,578 were canceled, 8,304 were closed, 732 expired, 1,107 were withdrawn, and it gives you the average valuation estimate for those properties and the absorption rate as well, which is how many months of inventory that we have on here. Now, what we want to look at beyond that And here it gives you new listings and some other features. But I want you to click here on Discover. And I'm going to show you one of the coolest features that was taught to me at a recent event that I went to. Now, let's say that I really enjoy, and here you see it says show list, and you can hide the list. So I like to hide the list. It kind of takes us some space until we're ready. So I'm going to go on here, and I want to take this status active off. I don't want to look at active properties. What I want to do is I want to create a marketing list. So I happen to live in this neighborhood. This is a neighborhood that I would be interested in mining. This is a neighborhood that I'd be interested in sending out mailers or going door knocking and talking to the neighbors, maybe putting some sticky notes on windows. And whether this is for listings or for investment properties, it all comes down to the same thing. Now, something really, really cool that they've added on here is this one little tool that says Sell Score. Now, ReMine doesn't tell us how they came up with this. This is an algorithm that they created that tells you that the person is likely to sell. A high sell score means that they are highly likely to sell. Medium means that they might be likely, and low means that there's not a giant chance of them being likely to sell. And what we want to do is we want to look at the properties with a high sell score. So we're going to apply that. And it's going to go in here, and now it's going to start to sort out those properties. Now it says zoom in, select filter or zoom in to see properties. You see, I'm not zoomed in far enough. So I go a little bit deeper on here, and now you see it says loading results. And all of a sudden, it's now got all of these properties popped up in here that are off market, but highly likely to sell. And it says 79 results, 10 unmapped listings. That means that I've got 79 properties and 10 of them aren't showing up here on the map. Now I went ahead and I clicked that, and I'm waiting for it to load. Now sometimes this doesn't work great. So what you want to do is that's when this show list starts to come up, and see it says unmapped properties. For some reason it's not able to show them. So we're going to click out of there. We're going to hit clear, go back to here, and you'll see that all of these things popped up again. 1.9 thousand results. I can go back here to the sell score, and I'm having an error with mine. So mine glitched on here, and now it's not allowing me to get out of here. If you get a glitch, it's really simple. Just refresh it. So I'm going to reload the system here, and this might happen to you. Guys, this happens with every data aggregator. Anytime that you've got this much data, sometimes their apps glitch because it's just an overwhelming amount of data for the system to process. So we're going to start over. I hadn't done very much yet. I'm going to take off this status active. I want to get that gone off of there. I'm going to push this back in here. It's still zoomed in to the same neighborhood. And now I want to go on here and I want to go to sell score. And I want to apply that high sell score on here. And now we're back to those 79 results. I can click on here on show list. This time I'm not going to click that 10 unmapped listings. And now it's giving me all of these addresses that are off market. It gives me the owner's name, and it's got a high sell score. And the person who showed me this trick, they're an agent licensed out of Dallas. And what they do, this is all their marketing. They grab these listings, they go door knocking on them, they send them all letters, and they leave stickers on the door. And they say that for every time that they do this, they wind up getting a minimum of one listing or motivated seller who says, you know what, I might be ready to sell. So the next really cool thing you can do is you can actually select all of these listings, and you see it says selected all 79. And once you select these listings, you can either save this search, you can track the selected listings. So you can say, I want to track these listings. I want to see, not listings, I want to track these properties. Now they were added to track. So if these properties pop up on the MLS, if anything happens with them, it'll automatically send me a notification on these properties. Now I'm going to go on here. I want to select them all. I've got 79 properties in here. It's showing me 55 now for some reason, but we had 79 properties in here. And now I can go out there and start directly targeting these properties. And ReMine is telling me these properties are highly likely to sell. So the next time that you're going, I don't know who to send mailers to, I don't know whose door to go knock on. These are the properties that are coming up as highly likely to sell. It's on their algorithm. I can't tell you what goes into their algorithm. They wouldn't even tell me, but I can tell you that the people that are using this are getting results out of it, and it's a really well kept secret because not everyone knows that this exists or how to use it or what it even means. So next time you want to do some prospecting, next time you want to find a motivated seller, next time you want to find people that may need to list or may need to sell out of distress, this is your option. Now, I hope today's training was really helpful. I highly, highly encourage all of you to go to a ReMine training. I encourage you to learn how to use the system in depth because it can be one of the greatest prospecting tools that you utilize. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.